All right, let's now bring in the spokesperson for the City of Cape Town's Disaster Risk Management, Charlotte Powell. She joins us now via video link. Thank you so much for your time. So just talk to us about, how the city is currently responding to this inclement weather conditions.
Yes, good afternoon to you and to all the viewers. We received the level 8 for disruptive rainfall from the South African Weather Service overnight, and we also have a level 4 for wind and waves. So it has been extensive flooding across the city. Our main concern are residents living in informal settlements and especially high-risk informal settlements. These are residents living in natural watercourses like wetlands and detention ponds, and we have such settlements in Dunoon, Khayelitsha, Masipumalele, Gugulethu, Philippi, Nomzamo, as well as the Low-Sparse village in Kraaifontein. And we've worked very closely with our NGO partners, the Gift of the Givers, Mustalifan Foundation, Al-Imdad, and they have been providing humanitarian relief. And the city is also working very closely with our National Human Settlements Department, and they're making assessments on the ground, and we will be providing sheltering. And our Informal Settlement Management Department is also making assessments together with our disaster management officials. And here we're looking at providing flood kits, sand and billing to raise flow levels and also to divert water.
And I mean, we've spoken to the Gift of the Givers, as you've also said that you are working with them. I mean, those are staggering numbers in terms of people who have reached out for help, over 23,000. We also know, of course, several schools were closed. Just talk to us about, just given also the weather predictions, what are some of your contingency plans should things, continue in this manner, particularly, as you've mentioned, people that are living in the informal settlements who are hardest hit?
Yes, absolutely. So they are our most valuable population. So our NGO partners are working on the ground, the city services are working on the ground, and also we're looking into emergency sheltering. Our community leadership and our disaster management officers are also engaging with churches and mosques in the area to open up their facilities to allow these residents to be evacuated. And there's ongoing engineering interventions also being done by our services, so unblocking drainage systems and clearing out roadways.
We saw, of course, the Minister of Human Settlement was there assessing the damage too. I mean, how urgent is it for you, particularly the city and government, just to escalate permanent relocation in some, locations, especially when we start talking about Category C locations?
Yeah, so relocation is always a very difficult and challenging process, especially if residents are living that are not on city-owned land. And also there's extensive legal implications and negotiations that has to happen and engagement with communities. For example, there is approximately 18 dwellings in Nomzamo in the Strand that is located on a water main, and during the flooding, the water main burst, and those residents now need to be relocated to alternative land. But the challenge with land, and also if it's not city-owned land, it becomes more and more challenging. However, we are engaging with our National Human Settlements Department, SANRA, and other stakeholders.
I mean, Charlotte, you mentioned, of course, you're working with various NGOs. From a government point of view, who are other stakeholders, that are involved in this? And when do you foresee that, you will help all of those that particularly need the most help at this present time?
Yes, so we really rely on our NGO partners as well as SASA, who is the mandatory organization that needs to provide humanitarian assistance. So we also have them on board. And then also Cape Townians, our residents, we've reached out via our donations, call for action, and people are donating and we're providing relief to the residents that has been affected.
And the greatest need for those that you say, would want to help, particularly just, ordinary citizens around those areas that want to assist and donate? What is the greatest need?
The greatest need at this stage is non-perishable items, baby packs, nappies, as well as blankets and even building materials. So if there's any companies that want to donate building materials, they can also contact the city.